Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining me. My name's Nichols, and today I'm going to talk about informatic discipline and physical discipline. Now, I believe it was Woody Allen who said that 90% of life is just showing up, and there's some deeper truth to that, especially in the informatic world where we spend a lot of our time doing these jobs that are about information processing. Now, what I've noticed myself when I'm working from home as I am now is that I can't control the chaos of the workday. Like it is just it's just a mess a lot of the time. What I can control is the physical discipline of the day. So I can make sure I get up early, as Jocko would no doubt be proud of me. I even get up at 4 o'clock sometimes. But basically the point is that you can definitely, when it comes to discipline over a life, the first part of the discipline is that physical discipline, making sure you get up early, making sure you do the things that you're supposed to do, shave in the morning, have a shower if that's what you do, brush your teeth, eat well, exercise on a regular basis, make sure you have good posture, make sure you organize your house well. All these physical discipline things, to me, they're the basis. They're the large blocks of discipline that forms kind of the foundation for the informatic discipline. And so when you do that, you set that context of the physical world, then you get a little bit deeper. So for me personally, I have a 30-minute break I have a break every 30 minutes. So, and then I have a little bit longer break every hour. And I'll always lie down at that 30 minutes. I'll always put my desk up because I have a sit-stand desk. I'll always put my desk up at the 30-minute mark, and I'll do a very strict routine for work. And what that is, look, obviously don't have to do that because I am working from home. No one's going to go, oh my God, mate, you didn't do that thing. But it's my way of getting the best out of myself. It's my way of feeling disciplined about the world. And really, it's my way of working most effectively, because in the end, I have more work than I can do. And I've always really had more work than I can do in the kind of job I'm at. So there's always that constant pressure to try and reach that limit, that edge. And that limit of that edge seems to be primarily, in principle, that begins from the most disciplined physical life. And then once you've had the most disciplined physical life, and know, for instance, exactly when you're going to wake up, exactly how long each shift will be. So I work generally I'll wake up at 4 or 5. I'll work my shift is generally 6 to 9 in the morning, even though it's an office job. And it depends on when the meetings are, but 6 to 9 in the morning, 9 to 9:30 is a break. So I will set a 10-minute timer and do exercise and have a little 30-minute break. And then 12:30 to 1:30 is my lunch break. And I have a strict routine about what I do then. And then 4 o'clock, I'll tend to have a break for an hour at least. And if I need to work late, then I'll work from 5 to 6:30. And what I tell myself in that, if I need to really, really feel like I need to do more work, I won't try and do it at the end of the day. Like I'll actually get up early to start doing it, because that morning time is the one I try and protect the most, because that's really the time when I'm most productive. So the work I do later on is almost always planning and reading. The really intense, focused, difficult project work, that's generally done before everybody wakes up, between that 6 to 9 time period. So that's how I do it. And again, it's not because, there's this massive thing I'm going to lose my job. My job's fairly safe. Not because I'm going to lose my job. It's just this is the only possible way forward that I can see. And if it's not discipline that you seek, so what exactly are you trying to seek? Because you can take an external journey, but that's fine. Like you can go traveling and find out about the world. But how do you actually progress internally? The only way I've ever found is discipline, is setting aside a time to do a certain thing. That's basically the principle, right? You set aside the time to do a certain thing. And then you use your mindfulness tools, use your meditation, or if you're a fan of Sam Harris like I do, you use his waking up app and you learn all these little mental skills, so that once you're in the right place at the right time, then that's the first tier. You have the right surroundings. Obviously, no one's bothering me. We've got a nice little home office here. Then you narrow down your focus to that task at hand, and you get it done. Obviously, using a calendar appropriately is a way to do that as well. So a good calendar, narrow down the task at hand, learn how to type appropriately, learn how to develop better and better informative skills, which allows you to become better at narrowing down to the particular task you need to do and at doing that task. To be honest, it almost feels like a fractal type thing. So once you do all these things and you get down to the more and more disciplined for information processing, it's like you never quite ever get there. There's always little things you can tweak. as you go. And I always think it's like a fractal edge, especially when it comes between humans and machines and computers. You never really quite get there. You get better and better at typing, you get better and better at using these evolving technologies. You get better and better at not being distracted, but you never quite get there. And this is the whole thing about life, about the information work that we do. If we decide that, like I kind of am, almost by default deciding that I'm going to keep doing the same kind of job for a long period of time, then I'm always edging towards that maximum discipline, that perfect routine, but I'm never going to get there, for better or for worse. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.